Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and anything in between, welcome back to the reaction videos. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different, but a bit of interesting backstory on this one. So, my guy David here has never actually seen any of the Predator movies, which instantly excites me because I love nothing more than sitting down with someone that hasn't seen one of the all-time classic movies and just letting just watching them experiencing it and experiencing it together with them. So bit of backstory. Recently I had the pleasure of watching the original RoboCop with Dave, and myself, I'm a few years older than Dave, so I'm always interested to see how like a slightly younger generation react to stuff like that, because there's part of me that's like, is it a bit dated? Are they gonna find it cringy? Are they gonna enjoy it? And well, I mean, you ended up enjoying it, right, Dave?
Man, RoboCop was sick, dude. I had such a good time watching that film. It was immersive. The dialogues were great. Visually, it was really cool. Like the
Yeah.
concept as well, I think, was very innovative for the time. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed RoboCop, and is never something that ever. Well, here's the thing: I don't like actively avoid movies. It's just a
Yeah,
case
yeah.
of if they don't end up on my radar, I just haven't watched them. It's that simple, really. Like,
It
yeah,
it easily happens, man.
yeah,
And again, like very recently, I had the pleasure of watching the second Aliens movie
mm,
with Dave,
yeah.
1986.
Mm.
Um, sorry, that's a year that it came out, I believe. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah.
1986. So that's my all-time favorite sci-fi. So to be able to watch that with Dave, who had seen the first Alien,
Yeah.
but obviously, as people watching will know, the first Alien and the second Alien movie
Very
are
different
two
vibes.
almost
Yeah.
completely different styles of movie in a
Mm.
lot of ways. So that was really awesome. I think what we're going to do eventually is Dave's gonna come over at some point, and I think we should. I honestly think we should watch all of the Predator movies, not like back to back, but over a period of
Yeah,
time.
I'll be game.
Because again, we spoke about this briefly the other day. The second Predator movie, and I'm not going to give my opinion on that now because I don't want to spoil anything.
You
But
said there's like
it's
a
very
almost like
hit
a
and miss with
team. There's like
people.
a red and
Yeah, yeah,
blue, like a almost like a red and blue team for that, and for two different
exactly.
opinions, I
Yeah,
guess. It's like quite
yeah,
split.
very,
Yeah.
very similar to what you get in the Alien franchise with the third Alien film. People either find it to be a
Oh,
classic and
really?
absolutely love it,
Oh, okay.
and others, like myself, don't really rate it at all.
Oh,
Like, think
interesting.
there's things about it that I like, but
Oh,
as an
interesting.
Alien movie, like, yeah, I don't really get much out of it when I watch it
Mm.
for different reasons. So,
Okay.
without further ado, this is actually Dave's introduction to Predator, is watching the new Predator Badlands trailer, um, which I'm assuming is dropping at some point in 2025.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's crack on and see what you think to it.
All right, bro. Let's get it. Let me know levels, all that good stuff. Let's get it.
Cool, cool.
I didn't think you survived.
Oh, it's got like a Dune feel to it. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool. I like that.
Dune, almost like Star Warsy.
Love the speeder. That was cool.
Yeah, it's very interesting in relation to
Oh.
the older films because it looks a bit different, a bit more epic, you could say,
Ooh.
like on a larger scale.
Visually, I'm loving this. The
Mm,
aesthetic is just, yeah, it's immense.
yeah.
You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Oh my god, fuck yeah. Sick.
Okay. Okay.
Sick. So is this a predator? Is that what that is?
Well, here's the thing. This already is extremely
That
interesting
was
from
my
an
favorite.
old school Predator fan of the
Okay.
original movie. there's already been a lot of controversy just about the way that that Predator looks. So for you to be
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Oh, cool, that's awesome," is interesting because a lot of
Yeah.
people have been like, "What the fuck? That
Oh,
Predator looks
really?
like a." Yeah, they've been like, "That looks like a Temu Predator."
Timu Predator.
Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, there's like,
Okay. Well, I
you
guess
know,
I don't have
a
the
lot.
context of I don't have the context of seeing what the original
E
Predator looks like. So maybe that opinion would
exactly.
change very quickly after we obviously
Yeah,
dive
yeah.
back into that and then
So
maybe readjust that. But from what I'm seeing,
absolutely,
that
yeah.
looked pretty epic. That looked like a fun watch in IMAX. Yeah, I mean, do you know much about this? Does this like follow on
I don't,
or
dude, because again, I try not
yeah?
to like I won't unless it, you know, relates to us doing more reaction videos on this. I wouldn't now watch another
Mm.
trailer just so that I can go
Yeah,
into the movie fresh and
that's
form my
enough,
own
right?
opinions. Now, what I do think is that the way that that Predator looks, again, people
Mm.
watching this video will know a lot more than it about me. I'm a fan of the original Predator movie. That's my go-to. I don't mind the other stuff. But
Mm.
the original is like my go-to, like, you know, my top 10 kind of movies, right?
Mm.
So other people will know way more than me about the lore of Predator and things like that. But what I thought when I watched this in relation to the other movies is that that particular Predator to me, from what I can gather, is a younger Predator, like
Mm.
a youngling, right?
Yeah.
And that's why it has that kind of the appearance that it does have. So again, in relation to the
Yeah.
other Predator movies, that doesn't look the same as the other Predators, or it looks a lot different.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't personally really have an issue with the way it looks, but a lot of people have. Um, so yeah,
I
it'll be
think
interesting.
yeah, yeah, for sure. But also, people can be very hypercritical and a bit
Yeah, yeah.
just almost like I don't know, man. I guess it's one of them. It's like purist. It's like a purist mentality, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, it doesn't look like the exact same as it did when I watched this film as a kid, and therefore it bad. You know, like I don't know. Like as you say, it could be contextual. It could be like a younger predator, perhaps. But
Yeah.
is that a predator? Is that what that is with the thing
That's a
with the like the
predator, yeah.
four prong sort of like flailing mouth
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, that's a
That's a
predator, yeah.
predator. Because I think in trailers and like do you remember I was telling you like I've seen like when I was a kid, like maybe my
Mm,
dad had it on in the living room. I'd see like
yeah.
parts of it where they're in the jungle, and I think they were wearing like masks, I guess, so you don't see the you know what I mean, like the thing they
Yeah,
wear like
so
helmets. They have like a hood in the helmet and stuff.
exactly.
Yeah,
So that's also gonna be a really cool thing for you to witness the
yeah.
process of
I'm not.
the original
I
movie
just want to
and
say as well. I'm not bullshitting. Like this is fully as far as my information on this goes. I have not seen
yeah,
these
yeah.
films. I just remember like as a kid, like seeing like almost like yeah these creatures with really cool like almost like braided skin like hair just in like trees and stuff. I'm not dumb. I know like I understand what the predator is. I'm not completely naive in that
Yeah,
aspect,
yeah.
but never seen these films, and yeah, I think this is definitely a vibe that I've missed missed out on for sure.
You made an interesting point, like early on into the trailer when you
Mm,
said, "Oh, this kind of looks a bit like June,"
yeah,
and to me, like it gave me like an almost like a Star Wars vibe, not in a bad way, but again, in relation to the other
yeah,
Predator movies, this
very
looks
epic.
like they've gone for a more epic scale.
Mm,
And I'm not opposed to it, man. I'm gonna watch it either way. Like
yeah,
it'd be cool if we could actually go cinema to see it together.
have to find some
Um, and
IMAX to go to for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. Yeah, go
Yeah,
in fresh and just see what it's all about. But the one prior to this movie was called Prey, which is when they
right.
kind of rebooted it again.
Okay.
Which I actually not flawless, but again, in relation to the Predator movies before it, it was a solid movie in my opinion. It
Mm,
had some really good moments. There were some things about it I didn't like, but again, I'm happy to go into there's nothing about that trailer that I really looked at and went, "Oh, no, that just looks terrible. I'm not gonna go and see it." There was,
yeah.
you know, a lot of it I like the look of, and there's new things in there that we've not really seen before in the Predator universe that look cool.
Yeah, I think that's
Um,
it, isn't it? I think when I think of things done well on an epic scale, I think
mm,
like or like modernized in a way. I think of like
yeah,
you can do that. Like it is possible, but you have to be
100%.
very careful and you have to tread lightly when it comes to source material, and we see that a lot in stuff like a lot of the Star Wars reboots, a lot of the Star Wars stuff Disney's done. I think the films have been an absolute heinous flop, and I despise them all. Come at me in the comments for it, but I think they're literally hot garbage. But again, personal taste. I just think that
I was
what
hit and
it
miss
is.
with them, to be honest.
Yeah,
I wasn't like straight across the board hating them all. The Force Awakens, but the thing is, I'm not. I put my hands up. I am not a massive Star Wars fan. For me, the pinnacle of Star Wars is The Empire Strikes Back. That's my favorite of the originals. There's people, again, similar to like the Alien movies and Predator. There's people that absolutely love the
just
newer
live and
ones,
breathe
like
it.
what are they called? Episode 1, 2, and 3. There's people that absolutely love them. Normally, like the younger generation, like they really like, they're a childhood movie for them. I fucking hate them. Like I don't like them
They're
at
not
all.
objectively, they're awful films, but I think as that's the funny thing about humans, though, is like there's a nostalgia creep as well. Like as you get older, like you definitely almost re-lens things, like you gain almost new perspective on things. Like
absolutely,
it's interesting, man.
Like for me, the Force Awakens, I actually enjoyed that, and then I didn't really enjoy the ones that came after that. But I did like Rogue One.
I liked Rogue One.
It was like a hit and miss.
Yeah, I felt like The Mandalorian was done incredibly well until it wasn't.
Yeah, that was good.
But they're just some takes, I guess. That's the thing. I can't really comment too heavily on this because obviously I haven't seen any of the fucking Predator movies, so I can only reference what you're telling me, I guess. But super excited, guys. Watch this space. I will be watching them with Jack soon. We're going to be doing some reactions very soon, some movie reviews. So if that's something you'd like to see, obviously hit that subscribe, leave comments on what you would like us to react to and stuff like that. Jack, what are you saying? Just thought I'd drop that in.
I was just gonna say, like, let us know what your opinion is in the comment. You know, the Predator movies. What did you think about this new trailer? We'd be absolutely would love to hear, you know, what other people's thoughts are, because again, it's been very split across the board. Like a lot of people are just shitting on it already. I think that's a bit unfair. Like, watch it, like, see, you know, make your own opinion. It could be absolutely trash, of course. It could be incredible. It could be kind of, you know, in the middle. Like, there's only one way to find out, really. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you next time. Peace.